This is the Jason dude over on Facebook. He's going to discuss APS.
Been going through the phone, and I seen the first mention of APS, and we got a screenshot of it here. After this, there's quite a bit of talk of it about a meeting and this and that. But this is the very first mention of APS.
It seems as though the messages that he shows are between Eric and Patrick.
To me, doesn't look like what was made out to us. You know, we were told that APS...
And it's not really new information. It's stuff that we known, except, I guess, BJ's adult children are mentioned.
This was called because, abuse and this and that. But, I don't know. If that's the case, why are her kids mentioning this? And now I did scratch that out. I usually try not to scratch anything out, but I will not put anybody's kid's name in this. I don't care who it is. And I scratched out the case reference number. I'm not...
Why were they sharing the case reference number, and why did Patrick send that screenshot to this Jason dude?
I'm not going to share anything like that. I'll share what I seen on the phone of the message, but I'm not going to share her kids' names because no one deserves that. But anyway, I've got the message here. You guys look at it, see what you think. I don't know. Out of all the mentions,
it takes him a little bit to share the messages.
From Eric, he's been pretty persistent in these messages about BJ this, BJ that, BJ this, BJ that. BJ seemed like an issue or in the way of something. I don't know. We'll be going over it as we go through his messages.
In one of the messages, it seems as though Patrick is telling Eric something about BJ still in power or something. Well, now BJ is in Patrick's comments. Make that make sense.
But anyway, I'm going to include the second message too. I've got these are back to back, so take a look.
Okay, the message says it's between Eric and Patrick. I guess that's Eric. August 27th. Says, bro, I need to call Adult Protection Services. I went in the bedroom and Timmy's head was just bleeding and he was in there crying. I ended up catching a good bit of it on video. So effing pissed off. That's why he's picking up his head. Man, he keeps going crazy. He wants her to go to jail today. We've got to put a stop to it. BJ's kids' names, I need them ASAP. On phone with them now. Reference number for APS number. And then Patrick sends, I guess, her kids' names. Eric says, alright, it's been reported. I don't know what happens next, but they know everything. I asked them to reach back out to me, and they were super nice until the end. It just got like cut off with a dead stop. It sounds like they're about to go do something. The next one says, it's from Patrick. Says, Larry had the effing nerve to call up here and ask Kenny for gas for BJ. I'm so effing done. Eric says, gas for BJ for effing what? And Patrick says, yeah. Eric says, dude, as much as I hate to say this, I might have to just let egg crack on my face and say we need to get Larry out of there as well. I thought Larry had some good to him, but I'm really starting to think otherwise. And you've got video of him stealing from you. Patrick says, also call the power company and let them know that BJ is stealing power from Betty's house. And then gives the address. And Eric says, well, if she's doing it from like an extension cord or something like that, I don't think there's anything they can do. Dude, where we are effed is Betty and Larry are allowing it. There's not much me and you can do outside of what I did with Adult Protective Services.
Now, what my curiosity is, what does her kids have to do with Adult Protection Services? We're talking about adult protection services. What did her kids have to do with that? And what was the goal there?
I have no clue, but it seems like both Patrick and Eric are both responsible.
I don't know. You guys be the judge of it and see what you guys think.